Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome to today's video where we're going to be taking a look into the RTX 4060 Ti. We're going to be seeing if this GPU can deliver stunning visuals and high FPS in Warzone Black Ops 6 when we're gaming at 4K. It has a shaky reputation, I would say, as being an underwhelming graphics card for 4K gaming. So we're going to put it to the test, we're going to see if it can surprise us. I'll walk you through the best settings to get the most out of this GPU in Warzone, knowing that we have some issues with FPS at the moment and stabilization in this game. But let's see if the RTX 4060 Ti can step up its game. The RTX 4060 Ti was released on the 24th of May 2023. It was originally priced at 400 US dollars if you're in the US, or similarly £400 if you're in the UK. It's been part of Nvidia's 40 series. It was built on the Ada Lovelace architecture. Despite its kind of rocky start and its mixed reviews, especially for 4K gaming, it's always aimed to bring impressive performance with 3rd gen RT cores and 4th gen Tensor cores. Over time, it's faced a lot of stiff competition and price fluctuations, but it remains a popular choice for mid-range gamers. The issue, I guess, is that for Warzone, it just eats up your VRAM. So if you have the 8 gig version, it can be really challenging to get high FPS and a crisp 4K picture. The aim of this video, guys, is going to be now to jump in and give you the settings that you need to get high FPS and crystal clear graphics. So let's keep going. And as we keep going, just to confirm, I'm running an AMD 5070X CPU that's paired with 32 gig of DDR5 RAM. My visuals are displayed on a Samsung Odyssey 4K monitor. So remember, to fully enjoy the settings that I'm giving you, you're going to need to have a 4K monitor, guys, because this is all about running the game at 4K. So let's see how the RTX 4060 Ti 8GB VRAM version that I've got handles Warzone Black Ops 6 with my settings, which I hope are going to help you. Okay, first things first, you're going to want to be on the home screen of your PC. Right click your mouse and go to display settings. Make sure that your display is set to 4K and make sure under advanced display that you have a refresh rate chosen, which is a high refresh rate. I've got the options here from 29.97 up to 14399. 120 for me, gaming on Warzone, coming from the PS5 over to PC gaming is absolutely fine. So I'm going to choose 120. You may want to choose the highest possible output that you have. That's up to you. Okay. Once you've done that, you're going to want to go to NVIDIA Control Panel, which you can search for under here. Once you have that open, up in the top left, you will see the option for adjust your settings with preview. Keep this on, let the 3D application decide. Next, go to configure your surround physics. Make sure here it is set to your graphics card. Next, go on the left to change resolution. Make sure it displays 4K and the refresh rate that you chose in the display settings. Next, just to make sure the game looks nice, go to adjust desktop color settings and put your digital vibrance up to somewhere between 70 and 80. Okay, I've got it at 79. If you have G-Sync as an option, make sure it's disabled. So make sure you have a grey box and not a ticked box. If the box is ticked, untick it and then apply the savings, which will appear on the bottom right. Once you've done that, load up your game. Once you have your game loaded, go to the cogwheel up the top right, go to graphics, go to display, the first tab, set your display mode to full screen exclusive and apply your settings. Make sure that your monitor is shown in display monitor. Make sure that your display adapter is your graphics card. Make sure that your screen refresh rate matches the changes that we made in NVIDIA control panel and display settings. Make sure that your display resolution is showing 4K. Restart your shaders, but don't restart your game. We've got some more settings to tweak first. In gamma and brightness, make sure that your colouring looks similar to this. You don't really want it to be up at this level, and you definitely don't want it to be barely visible like this because it makes the game challenging to see. You just want to find that kind of sweet spot, maybe around about 52, but it will come down to your own monitor settings, guys, okay? Apply that in your NVIDIA Reflex low latency. If you're running less than a 5700X, an AMD, set this to on and boost. If you're running a 5700X or above, so an i7 or an i9, if you're running either of those, you probably don't need my settings, but never mind. Set it to on. Set your eco mode preset to custom, turn off VSync on both of these and set your frame rate limit to custom. When you've set it to custom, click show more. I have set the graphics to just one below what the monitor is capable of. So I've got this set for 120 frames. That's enough for me at 4K. I'll set it to 119, just one frame below. I'll set my menu custom frame limit to 60, and I'll set my out of focus custom frame limit to 10. That's absolutely perfect. Follow these settings, you'll have no problems. Set your reduce menu render resolution to maximal. Options on HDR are up to you. I don't recommend that you run HDR. It doesn't work well on a PC, although it is useful for console gaming on a TV. Once you're done with that, click Apply Settings, and the settings will apply. Next, you're going to go to the Quality tab, and in Quality, you can set this to minimal to start off with, or you can leave it at custom, or whatever you have, because we're going to be changing these settings, guys. Okay, so for your render resolution, you want that to be set at 3840 by 2160, i.e. it should say 100 here. You're going to want to switch off dynamic resolution. You're going to want to switch on NVIDIA DLSS. That is the secret with the 4060 card. It can game at 4K using the DLSS settings. In the Show More tab, put your DLSS preset to Ultra Performance and set your DLSS sharpness to 30, and then up here click Show Less. Now you're going to want to set your VRAM scale target to 60. This graphics card, if you're using the 8 gig VRAM version, does only have that 8 gig of VRAM. So obviously you want to keep your VRAM scale target quite low just in case you're recording your gameplay or anything else. Set it to 60. Switch off variable rate shading, because variable rate shading makes the outer edges of the game blurry. I don't like it. I know that it gives you some additional frames and it keeps the frames right in the middle of your screen, i.e. whatever you're looking at, it keeps those clear. I just don't like the overall vibe when you're dropping in, or if enemies are coming from the side of the screen, that things are blurry or not rendered fully at the edges of the screen. Switch off variable rate shading, it will improve your overall graphics fidelity. Next, the probable key settings here, guys. Set your texture resolution to normal, your anisotropic to normal, switch off depth of field, set your detail quality to low, set particle resolution to very low, set bullet impacts off, persistent effects off, the shader quality low, your on-demand texture streaming optimized, and I'm hoping you're using an Ethernet cable and you have a decent fiber broadband package. You'll need to have that really to use optimized. Alternatively, you could choose to set it to minimal. If you set it to minimal, then you'll need to change your local texture streaming quality from low to normal. But if you're using an Ethernet cable, you have a fiber broadband decent speed connection, set your on-demand texture streaming to optimized and your local texture streaming quality to low. Set your shadow quality to very low. Set your screen space shadows to off, your occlusion and screen space lighting to off, screen space reflections off, static reflection quality low, tessellation off, volumetric quality low, deferred physics quality off, weather grid volume quality off, and water quality off. The goal of these graphic settings that I've given you are to ensure that either at range, looking into the distance, or close up, the graphics are clear. They're not going to be badly disrupted by not having any volumetric quality or any anisotropic quality, which just means when you're looking at things from an angle, it's not going to be all broken up and your graphics are going to look crisp and clear. So apply those settings, then go to your view tab. I would recommend you set your field of view to 116 if you're on controller. That is the best for engaging your aim assist. Set your ADS field of view to affected. Set your weapon field of view to wide. That'll open up the screen when you're aiming down your sights. Set your vehicle field of view to wide. Switch off world motion blur. Switch off weapon motion blur. Set your first person camera movement to the least 50 and your third person camera movement to least 50. Not that we'll be using third person, but just make those changes. Next, in interface, go to your readability and go to color customization. Down here you'll see color filter, switch it to color filter 2, switch your color filter target to both, and switch your world intensity color to 100. That will make the in-game graphics as bright and popping as you can actually have them, along with the NVIDIA control panel settings where we pushed up the digital vibrance. It's going to make the game look beautiful when we play. Now that you've done that, you need to restart your game. So go restart your game and join me back in here. We'll jump into a game and we'll test out our FPS and the graphics fidelity. I'll catch you soon. Okay, so now we are in the game and I've already verified before coming into the game that I was getting the full 120 FPS that I was looking for, although I am recording from the same PC, guys, so it's dropping my on-screen frames, but you should 100% be getting at least 120 frames with the settings I've given you at 4K. As you can see, the game looks absolutely brilliant, looks perfect. If you're not getting the 120 frames, give me a shout in the comment section. I'll help you with any other settings that you need help with. But this should 100% be working for you. The only things that may be stopping you from getting the full 120, and let me just land so that we can see the nearby graphics. Everything looks absolutely spot on. So I hope you're enjoying that, but if you're not getting the full 120, the only thing that will be causing you a problem is that you have not switched off background app refresh. And you will have apps running in the background, and those apps that are running in the background are going to decrease your FPS. So you need to switch off background app refresh. If you stay tuned for another 30 seconds or so, I'll give you the settings to do that, okay? But you should be getting 120. If you want more than 120, then what you do is you go into graphics, go to quality, and turn down your texture resolution to either low or very low, and that will give you another 10 or 20 FPS. So you could hit 144 by setting your texture resolution to very low and your anisotropic to low, and then apply it. We can see what the game looks like. That's what the game looks like once you do that. It still looks good, you just lose a little bit of graphic fidelity. Oh, there's a bad guy. Oh, two. Oh, and someone on a portable redeploy. Oh, I'm getting shot now. So I'm probably going to die. Oh, and he's coming right for me. Where is he? Anyway, you guys don't need to worry about my KD. Let me take you in. So I hope this works. So changing your settings further shouldn't give you a terrible picture, guys, when you're gaming at 4K. You can really run... There we go. You can really run the bare minimum settings and be absolutely fine. So I hope it helps. Just let me know if I can help further, and I'll show you how to disable background apps. Okay, let's go and do that. Okay, so to switch off a background app refresh, go to your desktop. In the search bar, type add or remove programs. Once you click add or remove programs, you will see every program or app that you have installed on your Windows PC. Start at the top, go through each of these apps by clicking the three dots, and in any case where you see advanced options appear, click it. You'll see background app permissions. Let this app run in the background. Click the drop down box and make sure this is set to never. Not every app has the option to do this, but Windows apps do, and you can go in and switch it off. The standard state will be set to power optimized, and that means the apps are running in the background. Okay, so I really hope this helps. You have to go through every single app, which is a little bit of a headache, don't get me wrong, but that will boost your FPS. Okay, so guys, I hope this video helps. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. If you found the video helpful, please do drop a like. Feel free to subscribe if you like these types of settings videos. Anytime I get my hands on some good settings, I tend to refresh my videos. I also have a couple of different PCs, so I've got different specs. I've got one which is a Ryzen 7800 with a 4070 supercard, and I've got this one which is a 5700 with a 4060 Ti card. So I tend to make videos, give people who have different stages of their setup different settings, and I hope these videos help. Thanks so much. Have a great Christmas. Take care. Bye.